Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here for another edition of Watching Walford. It's episode number 46, and obviously today's episode is going to cover the episodes following the 13th of November all the way to the 16th, that being the 46th week of EastEnders. How terrifying is it thinking there's only 6 weeks left?
See, you don't think about these things when you're flying by yourself, but when you're doing a podcast weekly that is in time with the actual universe, you go no, it's not 6 more weeks till Christmas till they're in 2024, and it's like you do realize July was like 5 months ago, and you're like, oh, I'm still in January, lads.
Mentally I'm still in 2019, so this is all wild. And this podcast's been the one constant throughout this year. All the depression, all the anxiety, getting money sorted, and a whole lot of fucking tragedies. I'll briefly touch on that before, but I will just, for the people who are interested in the EastEnders, because we haven't covered it this week, we're going to be talking about, the main stories are Alfie's cancer isn't gone, rather, and then his kind of supporting Linda in the aftermath. Kathy is arrested for arson, which, Rocky caused the fire. Kathy got shot to the police by lovely little Cindy. Some Beale family news as they're all trying to support Peter, and Cindy and Bobby have a breakthrough, and, George and Cindy have more delicious. And finally, who's the fucking daddy? Who is it?
Daddy cool, I said daddy cool.
Is it Phil? Is it Keanu?
Or is it Mitch?
Rogue. Mitch gone rogue. And obviously, the sub-story we're going to talk about, mostly just to set up next week's episodes. There's not much to say about this, but Eve meets Tessa, who is a very clearly lesbian. This sounds a bit dumb, but...
Can I be honest? I know we're going to touch on it, but fuck Eve and Suki. I want Tessa and Eve. Tessa's much
cool.
more of a match.
Tessa's very cool.
I want her to stick around.
She's
I know
definitely
no EastEnders if like Tessa was a rapist in the past. I'd be like, oh fuck. It's like, so yeah. Non-EastEnders, it turns out she's a rapist, a murderer, and like a convicted arson. Non-EastEnders. Arsonist.
But yeah, so those are the main storylines. But obviously, got to spend the first little bit talking about. There was a bit of tragedy in the old household this week, and we're going for goals because this year's been pretty rough. Suffered a lot with depression, had to get money sorted, had to do the universal credit stuff, had to do that, which is a really fucking degrading process, Had to deal with one of my brothers breaking his knee, which meant I had to do more, like, responsibilities-wise and step up, leaving the fucking job. My nan passed away as well, who's an absolute fucking gem and one of my favourite people ever. She was fucking cool. And this last week, well, my mum's dog died, which is...
And you may notice in the background that...
there isn't a Joey in the background anymore, because unfortunately he got hit by a car, and passed away on immediate impact. And that was a fucking shock of a Monday right there, because the day before, Molly's passed. Alright, here we go. Sound. My favourite dog over there. They got 2 dogs. One's young, one's old. The older one had my heart, because she was very simple and just went, yeah, come here. Whoa. And then I would fuck off. Like, yeah, I'm done. See ya. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you, Molly. That was sad in itself. Then fucking Monday comes on in. I'm cooking tagliatelle, which is where a lot of bad news has happened this year as well. Just surprise tragic news, a tragedy tagliatelle, making the food, get a phone call like, Joey's been hit by a car, he's at the vet with us. What? Where is he? You go fucking go start looking about. Where's the dog? Where's he gone? And so, I don't know. He must have just decided that it was the day to go. Because 9 times out of 10, he probably had about 10 seconds to make the decision to whether to just leave the house. Because, he's not just getting out. And he just went, fuck it, today's the day, boys. And, he's found shortly down the road. Very pleased that I didn't fucking run into his dead body the day after, because we went that way. That would have been traumatic. But yeah, it sucks. It does. That's why, as well as recovering from last week, Piggy's visit, of course, this week's been about taking some fucking time out to go, all right, what's happening? Have a break and deal with it. But yeah, it does suck. Joey is a fucking great dog. He's my best mate for nearly 15 years. Known me since I was 9 years old. He's been through the worst. And seen me up to the best. So it is sad and it is a shock. But if the bed is a mess, it's not the dog's fault anymore. It's just me being lazy. Yeah. As
I said to Ash, you will see him throughout Christmas. But as I said to Ash, when you edit the videos, just remember look in the background and just be happy that he's there. Yeah. Because the best thing about what we do is the fact that when your pet is featured, your pet is immortalized.
Yes.
Unless we delete the channel and delete all the videos because one of us turns out to be a nonce. But the best thing is through the years you will see your pet with you in the videos.
Yeah.
So as much as it's sad, he is immortalized on the Aqua Dreams, East Entertained, Sad, and Watching Walford / One More Match channels.
Yeah, there's all the pictures and the videos. We got a lot of them. I changed my little lock screen to. I found the one cute picture of the boy, the one cute picture of him, and then because I wanted to buckle myself because he made us laugh a lot. The phone background is not as flattering. The phone background looks like he's a fucking heavy. It's what you fucking looking at.
Haven't been there technically for Joey's last week. This sounds so depressing, but haven't actually experienced the boy. He is a bundle of joy.
Yes.
I almost feel like I was the fucking devil who came in and just went, now's your time, boy. Now's your time. Leave, my boy. Leave. It's like bad luck. He's like, whenever I'm around, next time I come over, one of your brothers is like, well, Ash, I'm having a heart attack. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's me. It's me on the
yeah. But ultimately, it is a shame and he will be missed. And I hope at least some people saw him on here and they're like, cute dog. Love the dog. It's a shame. Doubt I'll be getting any more pets, really. But the world's a little bit darker without him being here.
To quote Courtney, one of Ash's best friends, the one problem about Joy is his little knob.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's just one of those things where the shock is obviously the worst bit because you just go, like fucking stab. Like I had the Whitney Dean treatment, getting the fucking stab in the ribs. Like, why? Fucking hell, not again. But ultimately, he went out. He was getting old. I probably would have preferred this than him just slowly dying over a period of time, or just one day just waking up and he's just dead.
But again, you don't know how good you have it until it's gone. Is the problem?
Exactly.
Like, would you the question I'll always tell people, even if it's a human or a pet, would you rather your human or pet go out suddenly, or would you prefer when they're all brittle and can barely shit themselves, and you have to feed them tablets, you have to fucking look after them, get a piss bag and everything? It's like, would you much rather them go happily or just slowly decay in front of you? And thankfully, I don't want to say thankfully, but at least you didn't get the fucking, here comes Joey, can barely walk down the stairs. Here he comes. Big, well, he's not fat, but Oh, here he comes. £20 on him. Someone feed him his tablets. Oh no. Like at least he went up not really peacefully, but at least
he didn't suffer. So
yeah, he didn't suffer. So
that's generally it. Yeah, that's all to really say.
This podcast is in memory of Joey. So everyone, raise your finger up for Joey.
Nah, I'm not raising.
No,
he's my dog. I can do what I want.
I thought I'd be part of member here of the Watching Walford channel.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, once you lose people enough, you kind of just go, well, I can't just fucking do nothing, you know? I can't just fucking sit here and be sad. Like, still got to keep going on. So, that's why I'm here. But if I am slightly less into things, I'm dealing with some grief. So, ultimately, yeah, no, like, I'm trying my best. I hope there's not been a noticeable quality. I'm still enjoying the Eastenders. I'll probably still be enjoying the Strictly. But just if, if I feel slightly off, people know me well enough at this point, kind of know what I'm about. So, yeah. It's sad, but it's life. And you can't really fucking change it, can you? Would be nice to have some more time, but ultimately I don't. So I've cried about it. Now it's time to keep fucking going on. God, that's just very, very depressing. Like to start the podcast.
I just want to slightly add on. I'll always say there's a quote that people always say about their pets. Even though they're in your life for half your life, you're in their life for all their life.
Yeah.
So the best thing is if you come out, if a dog, most dogs would be happy to see you, they'll lick your face, they'll fucking want to jump up on your lap. Some other dogs are like, no, leave me alone. Fuck it. I'm an incel. Leave me alone. But yeah, it's just remember, if you have pets, just give them an old hug, give them an old pet, an old belly rub, or.
There's one thing I'm happy that happened is the last time I saw Joey, I sat down, I gave him a good old stroke. So that's a good time.
I remember last week whenever I'd just be lying in bed, he'd come in and just fucking look at me. And I was like, what do you want, Joey? I'd be, come on, jump up, and he'd get up. And then the minute Ash kicked in the door, he said, well, my time here has come.
Yeah.
See you fucker. But yeah.
I was going to say shared pet pictures, but you can't do that in the YouTube comment section. Just,
email us.
But yeah, it sucks, but ultimately it happens. Life goes on. It's just how it is. So
that's amore.
Back to EastEnders. I don't know how to segue it in a positive light.
Sorry for this. Joey's dead, and Peter is possibly dead. So let's get into EastEnders.
Not even starting with that. But tragedy in life as well as on the square, as Alfie returns. He's back. He's been away for a good couple months. We did a video last week. Where is Alfie Moon? He's coming back. He's coming back. He's back, guys. Actually, no, let's quickly talk about the Eve and Tessa stuff. I'm even going to change the subtitle despite the fact that I don't need to.
So, Eve, you're a lesbian. Tessa, you're a lesbian. What happens when two lesbians get together?
Very reductive, honestly. Stop it, you little misogynistic bastard. Yes, so there's not much of Eve, and people have been missing. Eve's been missing for a good while. They kind of shelved a lot of the Slater stuff till now. So we just see Martin and Eve just chilling in McClunky's. They're getting some burgers. Lovely stuff. Had a bacon cheeseburger yesterday. Oh, delicious. And Tessa, a delivery person, just kind of comes in like, yo, I saw you from outside. If you want to go on a fucking date. And obviously Eve's kind of holding back because, still got them feelings for Suki. And even when they go on a date at Walford East, Eve's just kind of like, oh shit, Suki's here. Oh shit. Oh shit. And she can't really fully commit to the date with Tessa, but you know, she sees the Panasars like kind of be like, oh, here's the new beginnings, you know, and then Eve just says fuck it, and then kind of goes, all right, it's been fun. Do you want to carry on somewhere else? And obviously Suki's gonna be like, how dare you? And then Eve's gonna be like, you've got a husband that you're still with.
It's like my I'll give an example. Ash will obviously know this cousin because he said he could beat up Brock Lesnar. So another story from this cousin is he didn't go on a date with this woman. He had a crush on this woman, and basically when he got upset at her because she dated someone else, and he was like, why you cheated on me? And she's like, we weren't a thing. Yeah, but you cheated on me, but we weren't a thing. So yeah, that's how I describe that's how I describe Suki and Eve. Just you cheated on me. We weren't a thing. We might have shagged, but we weren't a thing. Leave me alone.
You split up with me, remember? Yeah, and obviously this is just setting up next week, which is seemingly the reveal that Nish finds out about Suki and Eve. And we get to see that stuff ramp up before Christmas. In the video we did, that's not out yet. No, it is out. We talked about the storylines people are excited for before Christmas, and the Suki and Eve's was top of the list. And it's gonna be good to see finally. It's gotta be as satisfying as it has built up, because it's been stolen for a long time to get here.
It's like shit that won't come out. Like you're trying,
constipated.
You're trying. You're on the park. You're trying. You're clenching your cheeks. You're fucking tearing them cheeks, but it won't come out. And then when you stand up to leave, it fucking comes out, and you're like, fuck.
A bit too vivid for 2 p.m. Rather not have that imagery. I'm not sure who fucking gets up and then realizes it's coming. You just wait. you know. If I'm sat there for half an hour, I'm sitting there for an hour. Why not? I'm not fucking getting up and going, it'll come later. It's coming now. Yeah. But fuck, yeah, there's not much. Yeah, the Suki and Eve stuff, that's what we were talking about for that really vivid metaphor. Yes, it'll come out be probably one of the, I mean, all the Suki Eve stands are gonna be like, yes, brothers and sisters, yes, and you know, people will get a bit excited, people have fun, they'll fucking have all the pictures saved, printed out on the wall. You know, I gotta appreciate loving something that much, because I don't love anything that much, except for my dog, but he's dead, so it's been taken away from me. Sorry, I have to make the joke.
It's like me. I used to give the shittest wrestling takes. I can't wait for this for like all the Suki Eve fans being, you guys can have the Godfather, but we have Suki and Eve. okay. You can have Fight Club, but we have Suki and Eve.
I will say it's probably been one of the most infectious kind of gay relationships in a good while in soap.
No, you're clearly forgetting the gayest of the gays. Callum and Ben.
Yeah, but I don't like their relationship that much. I will say, though, Ben was good this week. Ben was actually nice this week. He was funny. He was good. I'm like, yes! Can we get this, like, each week and not sad Ben? Please. Because he was funny. He was helping Jay. He was being selfless. Keep it going, boys. Not going to happen, of course. But you know, look, alright, you can understand why people love in the gay relationships. They don't get it much in soap. Why? Because most gay relationships end in death on soap. They always bury the gays. They're always dying. Oh, they're just together, it's so happy. Oh, dead. What? Why? Dead. Sound. Like, there's so many examples of gay characters who never get the happy ending. Christian and Saeed got one. Not many else have. I'll go through some of the.
Who did you say? Saeed and Christian. Neymar. Christian, no. They're on by Saeed and Neymar.
No.
I was last time I checked, Saeed had a penis. But the only gay couple I can think of is the ones that attended Dot's funeral. They're the only ones who are still alive.
Yeah, and they haven't been on the fucking show. And they split up last time they were on screen. So, you know. Yeah, like, there's so many, like, even, especially in Coronation Street, Maddie and Sean. Well, Sean left. No, not Maddie, Sophie and Sean. Sean left. Maddie and Sophie. Sophie is dead. Kate and Rana's dead. You know, like, there's so many fucking... Juliet and Perry from Hollyoaks. Juliet's dead. They all die. It's really fucking miserable because you get really invested in this couple and they're just fucking gone. Ben and Paul, yes! He's dead. Why? Just give us some fucking time, please. Let us enjoy this.
I do love Heather, or not Heather, what's her real name?
Heather
who plays Eve.
Price.
Yeah, Heather. Yeah, I do love Heather Pierce, don't get me wrong. I do love her. She's a great actress. But, like, I'm just a cynical bastard who wants fucking, they get together, Eve's fucking dead. I want that.
No,
I want that.
I've been too invested in these couples before. Mate, Maddie and Sophie, I'm still sad about. I watched their old storyline. I'm like, no, like crying, fucking pissing tears. Like, why'd they kill her, man? I was watching this in like 2020. She'd been dead for 4 years. I knew she was gonna die, but I was still like, no, fucking hell, no. But just stop killing the gays, please. Please stop. There's no, you just give them another contract. Or just let them leave. Just let them leave. Stop killing them. Please. Fuck me. Jesus. But that's why I somewhat respect the stands, because they're appreciating this shit whilst it's here. Alright? When it's gone, they're gonna be mourning it for the next 10 years, but at least they're loving it now. And that's what I hate about a lot of the soap community, where they hate it now, and then they say it's good later. It's like, you know, just anything. Just, I hate this character, the worst character. Character dies. Oh, why'd they kill off the character? They were the best characters. Just pick a side. Pick a side, please. And stop killing off the gays. Thank you.
Bring back Heather.
Also, Paul and Billy. Paul's dying. You know, like, it can't be stopped. Fuck me. There we are. Well, that was a lot more mileage out of that than I thought there was going to be. But, like, at least, you know, respect it enjoy it whilst it's here. That I'll allow. Don't go too far, though. But I mean, they're not hurting anyone, so. I respect it, Suki, even Ben Ballum stands. Although, I do suggest that you should probably get invested in some other stuff on the show. Because you're going to be very sad if it is just Ben and Callum or Suki and Eve. Because once their big storyline's over, that's fucking shit for the next 3 years till one of them leaves. Like, that's all I'm saying.
It's, yeah, I do agree with that, because the problem is with all these stands is that they get too invested in a character, and then the character gets their big storyline, their big moment in the sunlight, and then they're just a background character until another storyline happens in the family that has to evolve around them. Like, basically, Eve doesn't have big storylines. She only has big storylines because Stacey has big storylines.
Yes.
Let's be honest. And that might be a controversial take, but that's true. Like,
I mean, other than the Suki stuff, of course.
Yeah, like, who was there when Theo was trying to fucking sexually assault her, stalk her, steal her clothes, smell her perfume, smell her knickers? Like, who was there? Eve. Eve was only there because she was a part of Stacey's life. Eve's not in the sunlight every day going, "Oh, look at me, I'm a lesbian." Whoa, hey. No, she's a background character. In my opinion, she's a background character. She's not going to get her big Alfie Moon storyline with Suki where they fucking swan off for Christmas. Like 05 or 03. Yeah, 05.
I mean, they will get the big storyline payoff. I'll say that much. They are getting it.
They are getting it, but they're not going to be swanning off into the sunset.
But there's always a chance that the show kind of goes, well, it's did that now. And it's like, yeah, but you still need more. You need more. But Suki's staying on the show for as long as the actress wants. So just hope that Eve stays as well. Because, I'm not saying don't give him a chance to kill off another gay character, but don't fucking give him a chance. Please.
Chris Gledshaw's watching this podcast, he's just sitting there with a pen like, Ash, you say that, Eve. Well, Ash, you fucking jinxed it, you bollocks. Fuck you.
But yeah, let's move on though. That's a good old section. It's nice to do this on the podcast as well. We definitely missed doing a couple of these. The long form going through all the stuff. We definitely missed out some of them. But we'll try to not make it as egregious as they were like the last couple of weeks, as it will be at Christmas. We'll do something fun. We'll do something a slightly bit different. Because we plan on covering all 4 weeks on Walford on tap. So yeah. But yeah, let's talk about the next one though. Alfie's cancer isn't gone. So, obviously, it's sad times for Alfie. It's a big shame. But he's back. He's back from doing the pantomime in Nottingham.
Can I just want to... I don't know if you noticed this, but did you see he dyed his hair at the side?
Did he?
Yeah, his hair used to kind of be greyish. Like, his hair would be, like, black, and then a bit of grey would be showing. But since doing the pantomime, or maybe the Eastenders just wanted to do it.
He's also rocking a hell of a tan, so...
Yeah, like, he's dyed his hair, like, black. So, just wanted to point that out.
Hey, look, alright, he can do it if you want. He's allowed.
I know he can, but still.
So, the week starts off with a bit dodgy for Alfie, because obviously Linda's like, she bursts in, like, fucking out, mate, sort it out. Well, you got an appointment today. We gotta go. And, he goes to doctors and they're like, it's good news, but it's not the best news. We took out your prostate, and that means that we've taken out a lot of the cancer with it, but it's not all gone, So he's still in his battle with cancer. Which, is sad. It's still interesting to see how they're going to do it different to the Lola stuff, which they've already completely changed the template. We saw Lola slowly degrade more. We'll probably see Alfie slowly get worse, but ultimately Alfie's not dying. So, yeah.
Well,
he's not. There's no chance. I just like people saying Phil's going to be the body of Flora at Christmas. Like, nah, come on.
No. See, Ash, you don't know what's going to happen. The old writer is going to bust into the room, whack Chris Clench over the head with a Queen Pick bust, and just go, Alfie dies, Alfie dies, Alfie dies. He's just going to fucking, quick. There we go. He's dying, Chris. He's dying.
Yeah, obviously Kat sees him, just like, where the fuck have you been? Where have you been? And then he just kind of goes, I got cancer, Kat. Like, I got cancer. And she's like, oh, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have just shit-talked you for 3 minutes.
The problem I have is, do you know when Alfie raises his voice? I can't take him seriously.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, you Slater women are all the same. You're all the same. And I'm like, oh, Alfie, I just can't. Whenever I hear him raise his voice, I'm just thinking of the Slater women. You Slater women are all the same. All the same. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's
trying.
It's a bit rough.
I still have trauma to 2018 Alfie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate.
Our wounds never heal.
Sorry. Rescheduling something. Then.
Yeah, so Alfie Moon's back on the square. He is. They also Linda got toilet cleaner on his shirt, and he smelled like lovely lemons.
I would complain.
Yeah,
I don't want to stink like toilet cleaner, but at least it's clean.
Yeah.
To be fair, if I've been particularly sweaty, I have sprayed air freshener on myself.
That's fine.
When I had no real choice, but I'd rather smell like fucking air freshener than shit. There we are. Hidden truth. And Kat goes, "You have to tell Tom. Like, come on. He deserves more than this." And she supports him as Linda. I mean, no. She supports him as Linda does as well. And eventually they sit down Walford East and they go, "Look, Tommy, I got prostate cancer." And
then Tommy, the reasonable 9 or 10 or 11-year-old, goes, "So you're going to die, Dad?" And he's like, No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Handled it quite well. It's always fun to see the actor's trajectory, because when they're on the show from young, I don't know if Tommy was a recast at all. I think he was. But it's always interesting to see the younger actors kind of develop a bit more and take their own. He was 2021. Fuck, Been there for 2 years and he's aged an absolute fucking century.
He also got a new... Is it me or has he got a new haircut? Has Tom got a new haircut?
He's got a new trim. He's got some little hairs growing down the... Oh, it's wild to see.
What age is he supposed to be on the show? Like 13?
Probably like 13, yeah.
Yeah? Good for you, Tommy.
But yeah.
Good for you.
It's always interesting to see the younger actors take on the more serious stuff, and he did alright. He didn't really get to do much like cry, like kind of angry stuff, so... it was good. It was good stuff. And all Phil wants to know is if he's going to tell Kat that he slept with Emma. And Alfie's just kind of like, "Mate, I don't have the fucking time for this. You're fine. Just make her happy. Make her happy." One thing that was interesting is obviously we then see the rest of the stuff where Alfie is supporting Linda. I'll make that subtitle. Like, Alfie... I can't fucking spell Linda. Libda.
Who the fuck's Libda?
Someone. Alfie's supporting Linda. And, he's kind of stopped... He's not really paying too much attention to his, like, recovery or whatever. He's just kind of really focused. And he's outraged when he sees that Dean's back, because, he can't believe it. Linda's told him about Dean. And he was there at the time, I think. Roughly. And one thing that was interesting is Kat and Alfie were having drinks in the Vic. And Alfie swerves Kat to go support Linda, which is like, whoa, what the fuck? This never happens. Kat's up here. Kat's up here, and, like, anybody else is, like, this level. Like, that doesn't happen. Oh, it's incredible stuff. And it's kind of... just notice this point. Notice this. Because we are going to get a very messy Kat, Alfie, Phil, Sharon. Maybe Linda's there as, like, a little in-between. But, like, it's going to get quite messy. And it's going to get quite exciting and quite fun. So just, notice that detail. Watch that space. Alfie, Linda, and Gina put up flyers where, saying, like, keep the rapist out or something, Just, slanting Dean for what he did. And
can I just speak on this topic if you don't mind? I'm obviously going to get into the rape thing. But if he's not convicted, right, I wouldn't go around slandering his name because technically he's not convicted. That would be like if I raped you and then you got to fly around.
You have no ground to stand on. He could just press charges. He could fucking
because even though he's legal, I know he's a rapist, but even though he's legal in the eyes of the law, I wouldn't go around slandering him because he could just go, "Well, I'm not a rapist. I wasn't convicted. Fuck you," you know.
Yes, but it's about trying to take back some of that control, right? He's come back. He's scot-free, you know, like he just gets to fucking live with you, but you have to relive that every day. So it's just about trying to get something back. If we can make people aware, you know, maybe he's not going to do it again. Like, it's just a kind of, you know, let's fight this. I can't let him win. Like, he can't be in control type thing.
I know.
It's not the most reasoned thing, of course. It's the dumb thing to do. But Linda, in her position, I mean, she can't just sit around and do nothing. So.
Yeah, and then Linda, of course, fucks everything up with Jack. Way to whoop-de-doo go.
No, she didn't.
Well, she made Jack tell her daughter.
I'll just get into this.
Okay.
Obviously, Amy learns the truth about Dean. Obviously, Dean was with Roxy for a period of time. And, you know, like, pretty sure. I remember how, like, long they were together for. I would imagine, you know, a bit of a little stepdad type kind of character. But it's just, but, you know, it's, but yeah, essentially that's the point of Dean was a bit of a father figure at the time. And that has been why it would affect her, because, you know, fucking he tried to rape Roxy as well, you know? And yeah, I would say it's a shame that we missed out on that conversation with Amy. I would have loved to have seen it. Because the actress would have done a great job of it for sure. And I need to see. I get that. I think we're being quite coy with what Jack's gonna do over this next little bit, like because we're gonna see a bit more of like the kind of shades of grey, rather, where you know he's gonna fucking cheat on Denise with someone. He's like Denise isn't cheating on Jack. Jack's cheating on Denise. And, you know, we're going to see a bit more of that, like, kind of selfish. But it would have been a good time, like, but I think they're trying to show a bit less with Jack until they reveal that he's doing some dodgy shit. And, you know, just go from there.
And Max comes back.
But it is a shame that we missed that conversation. Because the Amy Mitchell actress is very good. And they've proven that they have faith in her by giving her a lot to do this year. Especially considering the previous Amy Mitchell, who just got to be an angsty teen and not really say much. Yeah, it's just less is more sometimes, but in this situation, would have preferred more. But yeah, Jack essentially he goes, look, I appreciate what you're doing. You know, I understand you got to do something. But it can come back to haunt you dramatically. Like, I don't think you're ready for the potential issues coming in here. Because it could just fuck you up. You could get sued. You could get fucking done in. So, might be a good idea to stop it. I know it sucks. And he goes like, yeah, it's a shame that he was... It's like a fucking... It's a massive shame that he wasn't properly charged and pled guilty, but you can't really do anything. Dean then confronts Linda in the pub and, you know, says his usual stuff like, I'm legally exempt. I didn't do it. I'm not guilty. You know? It's been proven by law. And obviously it's a big confrontation with Gina and George and Linda. George steps up for Linda, and then Elaine just kind of gets back after this goes down. And she's kind of like, what the fuck? What are you fucking doing? What are you all doing? And then Elaine kind of takes charge and goes, look, this isn't the way to deal with this. Do you want to get sued? All right? You want to get sued? Do you want to get made to, like, fucking not be able to talk about this? It's not the way to go. And, you know, it's cool to see Elaine be a mum to Linda, because she hasn't really needed to the whole time. Like, she barely ever has to do this. But, you know, she does genuinely care. Yes, she did take it from the thing of this is our livelihood, you know? Which, maybe not the most wholesome thing to say. And I'm sure a lot of Elaine haters will probably be like, just be a mum. It's like, yeah, but it's part and part. But another shock happens when Ollie brings Linda a family picture. Like, oh, who's this? Who's this?
It's Alfie.
It's Uncle Dean. Because he's gonna get his way in there, isn't he? He's gonna try to get the kid on side, and it's gonna be sad.
I mean, let's be honest. If you can manipulate any child, a 3-year-old is easy to manipulate. Like, you could tell a 3-year-old.
Also, a 3-year-old on the autism spectrum.
You could go up to a 3-year-old and go, tell mommy that you have a big ball sack. And he'll go up and go, you have a big ball sack, mommy. You can convince a 3-year-old to say anything, like. So
maybe say literally anything else other than that.
You are a poopy head.
Exactly. There we are. Probably not talk about genitalia with a 3-year-old. I'd argue.
You gotta teach him the birds and the bees somehow.
Yeah, but
most
kids say wee. Fuck's sake.
Oh, like a wee.
Be reasonable. And yeah, Alfie then like wants to like help out. Like, look, we're not gonna give up on this. But Linda's like, look, we gotta see you tomorrow. Gotta take these down. But in the final scenes of this week, someone's taken fucking leeway. Someone's taken, what's the fucking word? Taken fault. All taken control. Someone's just decided to spray paint rapist onto Beale's eels. It's Amy. It's Amy.
Here's my little problem with this. Right. Dean is technically sleeping in the shop that we know of.
Well, we don't know that.
But the possibility is he's probably sleeping in the shop. And right. I don't know how to explain this. So the spoilers I read, it's not really a spoiler. But apparently there's like, you know when you reveal something, there's a giant curtain?
Yeah.
There's like a giant thing and you pull it down. How the fuck does Ian before he puts the giant thing up not see a massive word that says rapist in red? Like, I understand Ian Beale is dumb, but he's not fucking stupid. Like, if I seen a massive red thing that said rapist, I wouldn't be like, lads, put the curtain up, lads, put the fucking curtain up.
I'm sure that they'd A, put the shit up to hide it, and then B, would kind of go, you know, we need to hide this a bit more. But maybe there's no chat, like, maybe we need to launch this now. You know, maybe there's not enough time. And, I mean, why is Ian gonna protect Dean? He doesn't fucking like him. He doesn't respect him at all.
No, but my point I'm trying to get across is Dean is apparently shocked that the rapist has been written over the window.
Yeah, but that's because he thinks he's in control, so he thinks he's winning.
But shouldn't he see the massive red letters? Like, he's allegedly sleeping in the shop. Like, wouldn't he get out and just
but
look
we don't know he's sleeping in the shop though. So,
fine.
Like, you're making it up. We don't know where he's sleeping. So
it's probably
there's
the shop.
Equal reason why he may not know. But he's clearly got money somewhere. Why is he sleeping in a shop? He's got money. Invested in this new business.
The hotels don't want him.
Yeah, but he's legally exempt. He's fine.
But what would be more cozier? A floor of a Beale's Eel shop or a floor of a hotel? I would much prefer sleeping in a Bill Deal's shop on the floor than
he's
sleeping
got
in
a
a
fucking
hotel.
bed in a hotel.
Yeah.
Mate, you're mentally, you're making shit up.
Yeah, but I would rather sleep
imagine
in
this
Bill Deal's.
fictional scenario that I made up. Wouldn't you think differently? No? Fuck's sake. What are you like? He's not sleeping on the floor.
I like
until
to
we
imagine
know
he
he's
is.
sleeping on the floor. Yeah, but you can't base a theory off him sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, but I like to imagine
because he's sleeping on the floor and he's got a bag back. And because it's not been plumbed well, he's going to get sepsis and die. None of that's happening, is it?
But I just like to imagine he like fucking starts his own fires and shit. He's like,
Mate, he's
beans
like,
again.
He's like 40 years old now. He can't sleep on the floor.
He can.
He's going to fuck his back up.
He's going to end up on the floor.
He will, the Queen Vic floor, hopefully.
Turns out to be Ravi.
No way. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on though. Anything else to say about that topic? Now we're gonna head up into the two-parter. That being, hold on. Jesus, we've been taking the fucking scenic route on this podcast. Good, there's still 3 topics. Fuck me, it's been 46 minutes. Good old podcast. I love the podcast. Love the podcast. At least it's not 6. At least it's not fucking 6 at night because we started it early. Kathy has been arrested for arson, obviously because Rocky set the cafe on fire, and now, I can really see them setting up Rocky being a suspect though, because he's scraping by the seat of his fucking pants. He's like a steamroller. Yeah, you know, one of your fucking granddads nearly got steamrolled whilst he was on the john. Yeah, well, this steamroller's like going up to his fucking. It's like 1 inch over his foot, but it's not enough, and his feet aren't fucking long enough. So, like, he's just surviving.
And my granddad who was on the.
Yes.
The granddad who was on the bog and he got bulldozed.
Yeah. Why is Kathy been arrested? Cindy. Fuck bitch. Me. Oh, it's great though. This is a proper soap bitch. This is what people want.
I hope she's the body on the floor.
Exactly. She's such a cow. This is Cindy Beale. Oh, it's beautiful. Even I slightly disliked her, even though I love all this shit.
No. My problem with Cindy is she's blaming Bobby for all of this. Yeah, Bobby's an innocent boy. He's an innocent boy.
Fully innocent, but we'll get into it.
No, he is. He is innocent.
Definitely not.
He's my little gummy bear.
He's had a choice. he definitely had a choice. Jane had a choice. She chose. Yeah, Kathy's been shopped to the police, and Rocky is like, fucking hell. Then even Harvey's like, come here, little shit. She's been arrested because of you. Fuck you. What are you doing? And Rocky like goes to police and says, look, I tried to fix the electrics, got set on fire. It's my fault. And obviously the insurance claim is scuppered now. They're not getting the money. And Nish just goes, terrible tragedy this. I think we can avoid the debt. But what I want the fucking cafe. That cafe's mine, bitch. Get Kathy to sign it over. I'm going to get that cafe. It's mine. I suppose it'd be interesting to see. I don't know how much of those set pictures are actually revealed. But it would be fun to see if the cafe's been seen at all. I'm just having a brief little look.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll just judge.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I think it was just Beale's Eels, really. But yeah. Nish goes, look, the debt will be void. But you've got to get Kathy to sign the cafe over to me. Otherwise, I'll tell Kathy everything.
What's he going to do with the cafe?
He says it's a good spot of land, so he'll probably develop it into something, He's definitely not keeping it as a cafe.
Well, that's not going to happen, obviously. We know that, because you're not going to get rid of the cafe.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Could she? Well, I don't know. I feel like Rocky leaves before. Rocky starts to get unraveled a bit, and the pressure mounts, and he just leaves. And leaves Kathy with the debt, probably. Or she could sign it over, but I just don't really see. I don't know. It's weird to think, because as much as Nish, how long is Nish lasting? That's the. If he's lasting till midway through next year, yeah, sure, he could fucking have the cafe. But I just don't know. It's going to be a thing to show how far Rocky will go, right? Oh, fuck me, we absolutely trucked through that one. And I suppose this is kind of a double-hander as a whole, as we're now going on to the whole Beale family drama. Because Cindy blames Bobby for the fire.
I don't.
And gets Kath. I mean, I don't blame for the fire. Well, no, she doesn't blame for the fire. She blames him for Peter being on a ventilator.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. Peter saved his life. So it's not his fault. It's not if I run into a burning building, I'm not blaming the person who's in the fucking fire, who's unconscious on the floor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know that, but Cindy doesn't believe.
Yeah, but Cindy,
I'm just saying the context, mate.
Yeah, but
I'm not making. This isn't my point. This isn't my point.
You weren't here for your kids. You fucked off. You went to your own little husband in fucking Malbea. You don't care about your kids. You don't care about your kids. Don't lie to me. You're a bitch who doesn't care about her kids. Don't pretend you care. Don't pretend you care about your kids. If you cared about your kids, you would have showed up to your daughter's funeral when she got hit by an ashtray. But you didn't. You didn't. You were a bitch. I don't care what it was. But you were a bitch. You didn't show up. You were too scared. You weren't given enough money to show up.
She was in witness protection.
That doesn't matter. They could have written her in 2014 to show up. Go back in time and change it, lads. Go back in time and change it.
Oh boy. And yeah, fucking she genuinely goes, Bobby, I would have let you burn. And then Ian's like, what the fuck did you just say? What's this even about if you're gonna fucking say this shit to my son? It's been so nice to see, because I remember when Bobby returned in 2019, and Ian was just an absolute prick. Ah, Bobby, little fucker. You killed my daughter. What? But Dad, it's nice to see him actually give a shit about Bobby, because, there's always a chance he didn't. But he does, and it's lovely. It's nice to see Bobby have a family again. And and when Ian sends her away, where's she go? Straight back to George. Hello, George. Hello.
Now that your rose is in bloom.
She stays the night in the Vic. And Anna's taking care of her. But then Anna gets a phone call because obviously Bobby's upset, and she's like, "Wait, it wasn't a misunderstanding with Ian. You said you wish you would have let Bobby die," and then sends her out. And it's like, fuck me. And she's like, "Fine, I'll go to my son, And Ian and Kathy send her packing from the hospital as well. Just because, yeah, fair enough. It's all going bad for Cindy. But Ian goes home and he learns that Peter's gonna wake up soon, and he tells George, but George is Ian's like, she's not my problem anymore. But George very soon after goes to find her and reminds her to go fight for her family. I love it. I love this. I love the George, Ian, and Cindy triangle. Because it's got to happen at some point. But no one's going to be happy. It's going to be the saddest shit ever. There's going to be immediate regret. I just imagine them all around the fucking Christmas table. George has his way of cooking a roast dinner. Ian's got his fucking way of doing it. They're just butting heads with like 2 fucking chef hats on with an apron. You know, just fucking going back and forth. Bobby and Anna holding hands. Gina maybe brings Jay or something. Maybe, you know, like, it's just gonna be gold. It's gonna be absolute gold. It's such a... I love it. I love it all. It's just... it's so good. Because there's layers, right? There's so many layers to it. Where Cindy still loves George. But she's convinced herself that she only wants Ian. But deep down she knows that Ian's not nearly as good as George. And she hates it, but, well, you know. It's easier this way. You know, George probably does love Elaine, but is Elaine's George's first choice, you know? If Cindy hadn't left, would they have still been together? You don't know. Like, it's just cool layers, and, it's fantastic. And that's how you can tell the show's good, because there's so many different aspects that you can get invested in, rather than just having one key storyline that people care about.
Yeah, but I honestly don't care if George and Cindy get together. I don't really like the Cindy character. I just think...
she's a massive cow. She is one of the iconic soap bitches. That's her whole shit. She's a massive
I am an
cow.
atheist. Like, I am an atheist. I don't believe in God. But giving out to Bobby for praying, fuck it off. Like,
yeah, but it's just to show how self-destructive the Cindy character is.
I hope she dies at Christmas.
I don't. She's fucking fantastic.
Go back into witness protection. Bring Fat Boy out.
She's fucking... I'm not saying she could essentially take the fucking Pat Butcher fucking throat. Not nearly as nice as Pat, but slinging the insult. Like, just feed it. Feed it.
Yeah, why was Pat Butcher killed off so early?
We'll never know. But I just love it. It's just fantastic. Like, there's no surprise that all these legacy characters are returning, because they're just like, the show's in a good place. Sick. Like, you asked if Dirty Den never came back and he was still alive. You ask him to join 2019, he's saying no. You ask him to join 2023, he's like, yeah, fuck it, go on. You know, like, there's just, the writing's good, the storylines are good, and it's not fucking boring drivel and depressing.
Speaking of Dirty Den, can you flash this up on screen for me? My friend said I'd have to get this tattooed. So he did this drawing, and I'm gonna send it to you. And if you wouldn't mind flashing it up on screen, that would be much appreciated.
You don't want to show the camera?
No, I want you to flash it up on screen.
Yeah, but I gotta break all the cams for a second. Like, it's more effort for me than it is you.
Can you see that?
Yeah, just fuck about with the lighting. Kind of angle it up and down a bit. God. Well, keep talking then. Keep going. It's fine. I'll flash it up on screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Sound.
Shout out to my friend Dion, because he went, if I draw this, you're going to get this tattooed. And I was like, I'm not getting this tattooed. And he's like, if I fucking draw it, you're getting the tattooed. So,
well, if you can't tell what it is Dirty Den putting the finger in the mouth. Not sure why his other finger's absolutely scuffed as hell. Like, that's on a wonk.
I don't know. I don't know.
But it's having a meltdown. But yeah, I don't know. I think like obviously we'll know it because it's wrestling, but there are people who are just really easy to dislike. But you want them to be disliked because you want them to be disliked in a way that you're not just gonna go, I just turn the TV off. But you want them to be disliked in a way that they just rile you up, and you're like, I fucking hate Cindy. Why is she being such a cow? And it's like, yes, it's all working. It's all working.
Is it like the Xbox? Is it the Xbox key? It's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or like if you're a CM Punk stan, then obviously it's like the Jungle Boy heat, where it's like, oh, fuck Jungle Boy. Why?
I still
you got him fired.
You bring this up like every week, but nobody cares. Like
I know.
It's a really as much as everybody likes to believe that wrestling's still very huge. It's not that fucking big, lads. Most normal people don't give a fuck. Like it's not a big reference point. That's just, you know, to the wider audience. Who? Jungle fucking who? Who the fuck cares? Yeah, it's just the fucking it's just how it is. I'm keeping it real. But point being, Cindy isn't disliked so much that you just go, I can't even be bothered to watch the scenes. You just go, man, why is Cindy such a fucking bitch? And it's like, yes, she is a bitch, and it's great stuff. We've been missing a proper soap bitch for a while. Suki was one for a bit, but then she got abused. Probably not the nicest way to put that, but it's all true. But you know, soaps always need one character who's gonna say the shit that nobody else is going to. It's why Janine's such a fun character, because she just doesn't give a fuck and says what she thinks. Everybody hates her now because of that exit, but just you wait till she comes back in about, like 5 years, I think's the sentence. Just you wait, and everybody's going to be like, love Janine, best character. Nobody disliked her. Alright.
Bring back Barry. I was supposed to be Janine at the bottom of that cliff. Not you, Barry. Bring him back.
Alternate endings. And Bobby and Cindy have a conversation where they go, Cindy goes, look, I'm not just angry at you. I'm angry that I wasn't there. I'm ashamed that I didn't get to spend time with her. I'm just guilty that I missed so much of her life. And that's why she hurt so much. And, you know, Bobby is just the easy target to fucking lash out at every single time. And we also get Bobby just being like, look, I don't know if it helps, but I think about it every day, and I feel so ashamed of what I did. And no one's going to be able to hate me more than I hate myself for what I did. It was just a very nice scene.
Who do you think's going to return first? What's her name? Lucy?
Yes.
Well, who do you think's going to return first? Lucy or Roxy and Ronnie? There you go. My bet's on Lucy.
Yeah, no, I'm good. That's never happening.
Like, let's be honest. They'd fucking pick Dirty Jen over Roxy and Ronnie to bring back again. Like, let's be honest. Roxy and Ronnie, you're not getting your comeback tour yet. You wait till about 50 years.
Yes. Wait another decade, maybe they'll be back.
I hope they never come back. I hope it's going to be like the Beatles reunion. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? No. Maybe now.
There's a very high chance that it doesn't ever happen, but I'll still hold out hope. You know. And you know, Cindy and Ian talk, and they get over it, and he's just kind of like, look, mate, I feel like you're always just gonna go back to George. But, you know, Cindy just reminds her, like, no, it's you that I want. It's you I want to be with. It's you I love. And then just as Peter starts moving, just before that, they go, look, we want you, like Kathy and Rocky, we want you to move back in. to the house. So all the Beals are going to be under one roof again.
Oh.
Nice, lovely, heartwarming stuff.
But I have a problem. They only said Rocky and Kathy.
Bobby's already living there back. Oh, yeah, well.
What about Jasper? You can't go Rocky and Kathy. You have to go Rocky, Kathy, and Jasper. You can't leave the parrot out. You can't leave him out. He's
Jasper.
a parrot.
Jasper's shit.
No, don't you fucking start. Jasper's a great actor. He's a great actor. He delivers all these lines. People are on the Jasper hate train. I love Jasper. I want him to get more lines. I want him to be featured more. I want him to fuck even Sucky. Give me Jasper. Just give me more Jasper. Fuck even Sucky. Give me more Jasper. Thank you, Chris Glenshaw.
There we are. That's all the Beale family stuff. Peter's alive. Bobby's made up with Cindy. Kathy and Rocky are not in prison and are being brought back to the Beale household. But the main looming issue is that fucking Rocky is going to have to convince Kathy to sell the cafe to Nish. So, will that happen? Who knows? But let's move on to the final topic, and I'm trying to figure out whether to pee now or whether to just wait about half an hour till we finish talking about this. Yeah, I'll just pause this for a second. Who's the daddy? That's the most interesting and fun aspect to the main storylines of this week. The Beale stuff was good. What the fuck was the first one? Alfie's cancer. Good love. We've been here a while. Alfie's cancer was good. But who is the daddy? Oh, it's so good. It was a twist I wasn't expecting, but I'm ready for so much. So this week, Sharon and Keanu get engaged after Monday's fucking episode. Where they just decide Keanu makes a really shit joke as both Bernie are looking at the fire like, whoa, bloody hell, the heat on that. And it's just like, Keanu, just stop. Please just stop. And he's making these really garbage jokes. Oh, so... And he's like, what? What did I say? It's like, Keanu, you aren't fucking 15 anymore. You know? Like...
Well, he acts 15. Oh.
He does. But, you know, they do get engaged. Sharon tries to talk Karen on side, but she's found the money. Oh, yeah. Found the money and is just like, I'm not being any fucking part of you. It does just look like Karen's just going to leave.
Is she leaving next week?
I don't know, but it just seems like she's just going to go, you know what, fuck this, I've had enough. I don't like what you've become, Keanu. And she's just going to take that money and swan off. Don't know, of course. No idea. Nothing's been said about her exit, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe she get Julia's theme. Just the Peggy Mitchell walking off and then it's Julia's theme playing.
I don't know why the first thing I think of is Jane just Max's exit where he gets the fucking sad face. Just fucking tears. Never replicated. Sometimes. Yes. She is worried as Albie's bloods come in and they found something and they need to come in and talk about it, and Phil offers to support her, and Keanu misses the first bit of the appointment where they learn that Albie has the AADT gene, which is like a defect in the liver or the kidney. I believe it's a liver. And they both get their bloods tested. And alright, so essentially the crux of this is that, well, Sharon's got the gene. Keanu does not have the gene. This gene is shared by both parents. So, Keanu's not the dad.
Yeah!
And he's never been the dad.
Yeah!
And now we get the interesting duality of, is Sharon going to be like, look, Phil, he's your son? Or is she just going to go, well, Sharon, am I going to be on the birth certificate? No, Keanu. Why? It's just not the right time. Like, how will Keanu react when he learns that Albie's son isn't even his? And his son is actually Phil's. It's gold.
Gold. You are gold.
Yeah, and fucking Phil is suspiciously at the hospital as it's revealed that they need blood tests. Obviously, he doesn't know he's going to be there to support Sharon, but... but yeah, and obviously Keanu doesn't know. He doesn't know. He missed the early bit where they go like, oh, yeah, fucking... It's shared by both parents, so... Sharon's obviously very shaken up because she's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I've kind of built my whole life around this. And it's just fantastic. I wasn't expecting this twist.
I was. Like, there was no way Albie was going to be Keanu's kid. There was no way.
I don't believe you, mate.
I believe I said this on one of the earlier episodes. Wouldn't it be funny that it would be Phil's kid?
Yeah, but that's not a prediction.
But I still said it.
Yeah, but I can say I've got 3 balls. Just because I hold a tennis ball next to my cock and bollocks doesn't mean I've got 3 balls. That's just like...
yeah, but I did see this coming. Like, there was no way that Keanu's actually... Like, you look at Keanu. Look at him. He can't reproduce.
He clearly can.
Well, clearly not, because that kid's not fucking his.
Yeah, but Louise's is.
Well, we don't know that.
We do know that.
It could have been Grant that shark Louise.
But yeah, some things I'll let happen. I'm not saying you predicted this. That's not fucking happening. Yeah, I got this. I'd be like if one of the 6 people die that we've suggested is going to die at Christmas. I'm like, yeah, I said Dean was going to die. And it's like, yeah, but you also said Nish, Rocky, fucking Theo, Ravi. Like fucking can't be having that. Can't be having that. Fuck, where am I? Albie. Keanu convinces Sharon to go for like some small little drinks, but when they show up, it's like a big party and Bernie's there, and all Sharon really wants to do is be like, fuck, Phil's here. I gotta tell Phil. God. So the surprise party, she just freaks out and runs away, and Sharon reveals to Zack that Keanu isn't Albie's dad, but Phil is. Yeah, Kat and Phil aren't making it past this Christmas. At all. There's no way.
So who does Keanu go for then after Sharon?
I think he just leaves. All his ties to the square's gone.
But here's my question. So obviously Phil's gonna find out that Keanu kidnapped his child.
Yeah.
Right. So is Phil gonna want him dead because he had to pay 50 grand for something that was his, that Keanu took?
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like, he stole his tennis ball and he had to pay him a $5 back to get his tennis ball back, but he didn't know it was his tennis ball. Like,
yeah. Plus, I think that it'll be pretty explosive because it'll be Sharon and Phil, and then they'll be intertwined, and then Emma's gonna be lingering around. And then Kat's just going to be like, you know what? I actually don't really like you that much. I like Alfie again. But Alfie's like too busy with Linda. It's just chaos. It's chaos all over the square. I'm so ready. There's only 6 weeks left, boys. 6 weeks. I'm getting excited thinking about it. The camera's raised about 3 inches. Just Sharon goes to tell Phil that he's the dad, and she's just like, I need wine. And then he gives her wine. And then she's like, don't rush me, Phil. And then he keeps mocking Keanu, and then Sharon's just like, well, if you don't want to know, I'm not going to tell you. And then fucks off. And, you know, she doesn't tell Phil that he's Albie's dad. And then she goes back to Keanu. And instead of telling him that Phil's a dad, she just goes, ah, your fiance and your wife will be waiting for you when you get back from Germany. I didn't know he was leaving for Germany.
Yeah, he mentioned it earlier in the week that he was going over to see Keegan.
Oh. Fuck, I fully missed that. That's cool.
Yeah,
Bring
he
back
went,
Ricky.
But the context is that Bernie wanted Keegan to be the best man. And then he went, no, Albie will be the best man. Obviously, we know who the best man actually is. It's Reese. Somehow it's Reese. Like, Albie's probably going to be the best man, but he's not going to be the best man. He's going to
carry the rings or something.
Yeah. Probably fall and fart. And Reese is going to, crack some politically incorrect jokes. And, we're all going to have a great time. Yeah, so he's gone over to see Keegan, Tiffany, Ricky, Scarlett, Bianca, Whitney, Dean, Ben, Callum, Sinead, Bobby. Fucking all them fuckers over there.
Yeah. But it's really good. It's the choice. This is Sharon's gonna fuck her life up because she's gonna get married to Keanu, and she's gonna learn that he was behind the kidnapping and has the 50k, and then fucking Keanu's gonna learn that he's not actually Albie's dad, and that's all he's been doing for the last year. It's great stuff. Fucking fantastic stuff. Hey, it's a really good week for Eastenders, honestly. And I guess we can slowly just go towards the final thoughts. But it was just, I don't know if I'm just in the mood. I'm just in the mood for fucking, like, I just think we're heading to a very exciting point because we are ramping up towards Christmas. I've been listening to Christmas music throughout this whole podcast, and it fucking blasted in my ears. I bought a Christmas tree the other day. That's not been put up yet, but it will be soon. Like, we're setting up all of the possible suspects, and it's just been really fun. I wasn't expecting the Sharon and Phil, like, baby twist, but also, that's something that'll completely reunite them, because Phil, he's a shit dad. He's a terrible dad.
I mean, let's be honest, I'd like Phil as a dad.
He wants to, like, do better. I'm sure he's racked with the guilt of causing Denny's death all the fucking time. He wants to make up for it. He's getting another chance to be a dad. That was never happening again. Now he gets to have a new kid that he doesn't know about. It's gold. It's gold. The Cindy stuff, the Bobby stuff, the Ian stuff. It's just really good. It was a fantastic week of Eastenders. What did you think about it?
It was a good week of it was a good week of Eastenders. Not the best week, but it was up there. It was up there. Some fun stuff. Like Keegan got referenced. I think Alfie's brother didn't get referenced, but someone did. His Nana Moon got referenced. Like at least they're calling back the characters, and they're not just going, yeah, I was in Spain with insert woman here. Like at least they were like, yeah, here's my family. I was with my family. Obviously they didn't mention Spencer, but they did mention I was in Spain with family. Yeah, at least they mentioned Keegan as well. Yeah. I'm glad with that because the previous writers were you
told me because I completely missed that one.
Because the previous writers were like, don't fucking mention characters who don't exist. If they left the show, they don't exist. It's like, Jesus, but if this happened in real life, you'd still be curious where your neighbor. Well, you wouldn't be curious, but if your brother fucked off, you'd be curious where he is. You wouldn't just forget him. You'd be like, where is my brother? But yeah, also the fire The Aftermath of the Fire was good. Hate Cindy Beale. George Knight was delicious this week. He was delicious. He was like that Bailey's chocolate log I have in the fridge. Oh, he's delicious.
I eat that all in one. Eat it the long way.
Colin, is his name
Finger in the mouth.
Do the dirty Jane.
Yeah, Colin Salmon.
Colin Salmon. I love
that coat was absolutely. Oh, his big old coat, which he makes look tiny because he's a giant man. Oh, delicious, man.
Have you seen his Twitter profile picture?
Yeah,
it is something else. He's just. He's just like no one tell him how to take a photo.
It's his whole face. His entire face.
It's quite literally what you see versus what she sees. But I love Colin Salmon. He can't do anything wrong. Also seen Gina or Anna standing up for Bobby.
Yes.
Bobby B.
Anna.
Was good. Anna. I just hate how they're going. It's a bit wrong that Bobby likes Anna, isn't it? It's like they're not related. How many times do I have to say this? They're not related. He can shag her if he wants to. Be wrong. It
hasn't been an issue for like last month. So
yeah, I know. But I whenever I get the chance, I would gladly talk about that. I ship Bobby and Anna. Love the fact that Dean stood up for himself and was like, "Yeah, you guys do know that I have lawyers." And I was like, oh,
it's funny to see that he has to. The only way he can try prove it is just, I'm innocent by the judges ruled me innocent, and it's like, yeah, but no one fucking believes you, mate. Well, some people do, obviously, but you know, it's still the.
It's like my favorite.
You have to say that you're fucking innocent. Those people ain't believing you.
It's like my favorite. How one of my least favorite people got fired from WWE, where a rapper used his voice in a rap song, and his name was Greg Hamilton, and he went, "Guys, I will get WWE lawyers if you don't remove me from this song." And then it was like, Greg Hamilton has been released. It's like that's basically Dean Wicks. Guys, I will get lawyers in this.
I mean, he also went on an absolutely deluded rant and kind of had a meltdown.
He did, but
well, that wasn't necessarily the reason he got fired. It was because he just lost the fucking plot. But yeah,
and then when Bray Wyatt died this year, you just went, guys, can I please have my job back? And it's like,
yeah,
but yeah, Dean Wicks, love him like using the lawyer card. But yeah, it was just a fun week.
It's just fun to. I don't know. It's nice to dislike characters and actually dislike them for storyline reasons and not just like fuck Keanu. Why? Because the actor's shit. You know. It's just like fuck Cindy because she's an absolute bitch, and it's like yes. Fuck Dean because he's a smarmy little rat. Yes. It's great stuff. Yeah, no, it was a really solid week. I still awards for the first time in fucking.
You sure you want to do awards?
Yeah, we could do the awards. Why not?
Who is the Steve motherfucking Blackman award?
Most wooden.
Who is the most wooden?
I'm just gonna pair it with Sharon just drinking Phil's wine and not telling him what's going on. And Phil's like, "What? What are you fucking talking about? What are you fucking talking about? What are you saying, Sharon?" And Sharon's just like, "What?" It's just funny for me. I love it.
Mine would be the ring that Keanu gave Sharon. The little wooden ring.
Yes.
Surprised that ring fit on her finger. Like them toys seem small as fuck. Like
yeah, one of like Albie's toys, like a little round piece, just whoop. Yeah, fair enough. Underrated.
Ooh, that's a real question. Peter.
He just lied in a bed the whole week.
Yeah, that's very hard to do when you're an actor.
I'm gonna say Ian. I gotta say Ian. Because he's standing up for Bobby. He's giving a shit about Kathy. I'm enjoying all this stuff because I remember 2021 Ian, where he fucking punched fucking Tina for some reason. Remember that? Remember when he fucking just had a fight with Tina before she died? It's like, what? What are you doing, Ian? What are you punching her for? What? That's not you. Unless it's you in like 85, but like, why is Ian punching Tina? Oh, it's just so funny. What the fuck? But him actually giving a shit about his family. That's what Ian's about. He's about, business is first and then family, of course. But, you know, him putting family first. Just embrace it. Ian is a top-tier weasel, and 90% of the time he's unlikable. But when he stands for what he actually believes in, that being his family, it's really good to see.
I guess you could say he's a family guy.
Not even a fucking pun on anything even related to Eastenders.
I know. I that joke's about as wooden as Keanu's acting.
It's not that bad. It's about as wooden as his punchline. Whoa, you bloody catch the heat from that one. What did I say? What did I say? Ah, Keanu, please.
And who needs slapping down?
Slapping down. I mean, it's either Cindy or Dean.
Cindy.
Of course.
Well, it's Cindy for me, so you can have Dean.
All right. Yeah, I mean, Cindy did say some horrific shit. You should have burnt in that fire. You should have died. Why didn't you die? If only Peter was alive and you were dead. What? What are you...
You killed my Lucy. I didn't technically kill her. That was the previous actor, I'd have you know, but yeah.
Don't really need to explain Dean. He's just still being a smarmy little prick who's just reminding Linda every single day. I'll also say, just as a whole this year, they've done a really good job of making Linda stand on her own 2 feet. It's probably one of my candidates for most improved in the half-year awards. Because, I actually like Linda now. Linda's been one of my least favourite characters for years. But obviously, we were saying we were going to do half-year awards. Let's just talk about the whole year. Let's talk about the whole year at the end of the year. We don't need to do half a year. That's dumb. And let's be honest, nobody's going back and being like, "Oh yes, you said this was the most improved." Because we're lazy. Maybe we should. That'd be interesting. It's like a little time capsule. But regardless, this has been another edition of Watching Walford, episode 46. And back to its core, back to what you people are big fans of, is what we want in the show. It's a lovely little hour and a half at least. Why to just talk about all that happened in the week of Eastenders? I gotta lie, I don't like doing these podcasts when we do Walford on tap, because we need to find a way to make it more interesting and not just rehash the same old shit. But yeah, there's just something fun about doing the podcast when we've done fuck all week. We've watched the Eastenders. Let's have a fucking chat. It's great fun. So I hope people have enjoyed this one. I hope it's been a good fun. I hope it's been a nice little return. We're back. Even with the most tragic of circumstances. Yeah, it's been a good one. Been a good podcast.
Yeah, it's been a good podcast. It feels refreshed. Obviously,
it was nice to have a bit of a break from doing it, but it's nice to be back.
Yeah, obviously, I give Ash time to grieve. I wasn't like, Ash, come on. These do top 10, 50 characters that deserve to die this year. And it's like, oh. But you give them enough time. Like, obviously, I just went walking and shit. Well, I mostly slept, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it was also a week off anyway, so it was just, see you in a bit. Sound.
We're back next week, baby. We're back.
Yeah, and we have another week off.
Than ever.
Maybe not a whole week. I think it's like half a week, but still.
Yeah.
Next week is where a lot of the last preparations for a lot of the Christmas videos happen. Even though I don't even need to get it really done before Christmas, but the schedule's changed a bit, so I could just be lazy. But it's me. I'm not fucking going to.
So yeah, without further ado, we must bid you a goodbye and a good night. So I've been joined by Ash.
Bye
bye. I've been joined by the light in my room. You can follow us on YouTube at One More Match 182 if you want wrestling. Got all Andy Kaufman wrestling content. It's not going to be Andy Kaufman wrestling because we're not going back to the 80s and watching Big Daddy versus fucking Giant Haystacks. We're watching the Zombie versus the Sandman. And if you want our socials, it's Watching Walford on Twitter /X, Instagram and Twitch. And if you want Ash's socials, he's Aquadreams on YouTube, Aquadreams on Twitch, and you can subscribe to Watching Walford on YouTube, and just join us. We're ramping up to Christmas, and just remember, war is over. It's over.
Yes, we're rapidly heading towards 300 subscribers. So if you are excited and you want to see our rise, just subscribe, keep tuned, keep watching, because it's just going to ramp up. We got a lot of cool Christmas stuff for you. We got all that planned and in the bag. So I hope that we can collectively make Christmas an exciting time to be a soap fan, because it really is, and that's what I'm excited for. If you can't tell, obviously I'm just getting hyped naturally. I've been listening to a bunch of Christmas shit. I've been trying to make it feel more Christmassy this year, and I'm doing a good job because I'm absolutely fucking loving all of the stuff we're doing, and it's been great fun, and I've had a fucking fantastic time doing it. So, thank you for watching Walford episode 46. Tell us what you think in the comment section down below. Were you expecting Phil to be Albie's dad? I fucking wasn't. And just remember to stay tuned, keep watching. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.